hold when the strongest and the weak are live up. The people fear for their lives. No leadership, just one bag of lies. One bag of plates might be disguised, but the people they must stick by the plates and the lies. The people fear for their lives. No leadership, just one bag of lies. One bag of plates might be disguised, but the people they must stick by the plates and the lies. The people fear for their lives. No leadership, just one bag of lies. One bag of plates might be disguised, but the people they must stick by the plates and the lies. Just one bag of noise. One bag of hits might be disguised, but the people they must stick by the dates of the
Yo, what's up? What happened to them? When did you them? Yo, respect. Yo, on yire jam al suto benyadi nangen def anduama basenabe on no way. Yo, it is here, it's going down tonight. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, here the name Futotowoni. Welcome everybody. If you are just joining, we are like 7 minutes late. Don't worry yourself, I have all three gentlemen backstage. I have Suleiman Jallo, Brother Suleiman Jallo, the current Secretary General of FOB. I have Brother Hassan Jaite, the President of FOB Association. I have Mr. Majidi Jallo. He was the Secretary General and almost President of FOB. You know, I have them backstage, brothers and sisters. Well, first of all, before we go further, I will encourage everybody who come online, share this live stream, because you know what? It will be very interesting. So what you miss or session or jemmat or found on, trust me, you cannot follow it back because it will cost you time, my brothers. It is Saturday evening and it's all about our community, Basse Santa Su and URR in general. From Koina to Bagadaji. Greetings, mbal samala, mido salminong, al nimbara, anduhama, onon fon salminama, all brothers and sisters. Maning manglendi nuyu. How are you all doing? This is your brother Bubakar Jallo, aka some of you are saying by now APC, some people are calling me Lampa. I don't know which name you are used to see me or to know me, but this is still the same youth from Basse Santa Su. I urge every one of you to share this video because in few minutes time, I will be inviting this gentleman on here and we are going to go down. I will not leave anything. And here it is. Sida Jogi Landol, if you have any question, about FOB or anything about Basse you think you want to talk about, I encourage you to put a comment on because I have three guests. Maybe time will not allow me Kamol Beta, you know, what I'm introduce into the live stream. So economy, what I follow commenting, me comment all follow and I will highlight them. These brothers will see these questions that you want them to answer or I answer, and then I will ask each one of them. Anyone who want to say anything in any language, Mandinka, Sarangule, and Pular or Wolof or English, they have to choose in which language they want to express themselves. This is the open conversation. So we have to start the discussions, brothers and sisters. And 40 years to this, Johnny Nong, I will play this song, the anthem that I have for Basse, and then I will introduce you these brothers proper. Yo, respect. It's all about you, Ara. What happened to them? Yo. What happened to them? Where is Hassan Jaite or Doggy? Hassan Doggy. Asan Gate Kumandini Abortale. Baba on no way, Tanada. Asan, wait. Asan, I have you twice. Let me remove the other one. And I will add you on. Yo. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the brothers in full force. I have brother Asan, I have Mr. Majidi, I have Mr. Suleiman Jallo and our son. They are sitting. Big up. What happened to them? Biomba. Basse bad man, no fear no one. You know that? Upload cloud. Musidal on no way on no kiki down. Majidi mic mount nobody off. Mic mount nobody off, brother. Put your mic on. Nedi.
No, come what do mute? Go do it.
Okay, that's good. Suleiman Jallo on the way. Majidi Jallo on the way. Mr. Asan Abe Nyadi. Asan, you speak. You. This is how I will let each of you. First of all, thank you very much for accepting to come on the open conversation, because we have to start talking. I will allow each of you, three of you, to introduce yourself in any language you wish to. I will give each of you 1 minute to say who you are and where are you from in Basse. You just tell us where in Basse. You tell us like a bit of your background, because maybe people know Asan now because I have 2 sessions with Asan. But Suleiman, the last time people were asking me who is Suleiman, when I say gunman, I will start with you first. Suleiman gunman, please. Maura.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah.
Waalaikum salam. Bedu dane ma seda. Bedu sane ma se kere boy F boy kere ko ma fe o defani ma hande jamma. Dane
Mr. Anita what day?
Okay. Yes. How Suleiman Jallo in 1 minute, please.
I mean, like me, Nata, me, go Samina Jama on Dodeng, Alaji, thank you so much for what Golden invite our show. And also, until you heavy opportunity for Alakari Halda, Musida Langal, Basanabi on Jara, where they a gunman. And, Basanabi help me more of a gunman and the Lankanoko Suleiman Jallo, Mo Alaji Amachuku, Jallo, Haja Hawa Chuku. Had the angle foot at London, so Katako Alaji Suri. Yeah, man, go ahead. Don't want to get most of you might know me. Cherno Jallo when he got on, go up a chief tire on Basse. And the meaning boy said I come a Yaltino Basse. Konaya, brothers didn't, don't know and they gonna, like maybe generation they getting her most of them and damn. Kono hajo ni menen kadi ko men Basse nabe men wala represent Basse kala ke men yehi Basse is always in our mind. Ari ko nabe go assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Suleiman non to wonda e der o adu o time.
Fion do den onti go no jodi United States, Scottsbluff, Nebraska. Ko don
okay.
Fion do den ni.
Bit do men no inete.
Odo inete Muhammad Lamin.
Mohamed Lamin.
On do a debbo, on do a big and dido. Alaji Amadou to Karababin, Odogo Muhammad Lamin Wete.
That's brilliant. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for introducing yourself. Mr. Majidi, next you. Come on, Majidi, boy. You just like Suleiman, and tell us where you are. Where are you from and where you are now?
Minko mi woni Kotoma. Ala ta Kotoma.
Sinan mi ala de background mo jodi.
Andi ko mi neuma ko koñ. Assalamu alaikum. fo on jarama comme ko Souleymane o haalirno minen kadi ko base mi ewri min APC ko minen hoddi nokku goto fayra kala anduɗo galle APC en andi galle amen minen ko gomaɓe ko base hay lewol men hoɗi so kono Souleymane no haalirno minen kadi ɓooyi komi iwi base mi joɗaki base tigui tigui to be frank with you since 98 on tigui waɗi move to Kombo ko Kombo on tigui ewri ardi ɗo fewnu ɗo ni on tigui no US fewnuɗo ko US on tigui waɗi settle down
on to US
he's going to Springfield, Illinois. Most people know it as Chicago. It's 3 hours from Chicago. So
okay, that's good. Mr. Asan Jaite, once again. Why would they introduce Ore Mamo? Andi Tama, Andi what boy, be andama de boy. Look, I want you boy.
Assalamu alaikum, Buakar. Once again, Jarama, thank you very much for the invite. Mina brothers, two of my brothers, Suleiman and Majidi. Coming Asan Jete, Basse T. Johnson, the mighty T. Johnson. Min komi koto ko Majidi ko minyang. So komi wala no less time mo me school. So non kanko jangiri men ko boni fo men watta ko kanko jangiri en sol.
Boy, well, it's the time boy. You want to confirm? And we are on time, boy. Not time no policy, boy. So who you to go?
Come in, Natano.
Enua.
Mi highlight
It's good.
Mi highlight mi friend of mine represent high college. I highlight mi highlight. Mi highlight.
No, it is on record. Majid Asan leka nuwa Touré ani policy. Teleke ke dandan ni imang hani kasai. Ateleke murundi.
Nimbodo Plaza.
Yes, that is good. I be before the Mayo Budesa boy allowance. So to brothers, I want to hand invite because we have to start talking. I himbe sinowondi fanni be fuddaki yewtude haray be majjondiri I piji hewdi fen jamaale kata molna society kono membe caring. I will engage. I want us to be fair enough to speak in all languages. I cannot speak Saramule, but what maybe some of you could. If you think there is anything that you can, when we are saying something here, we have to seize the opportunity to say it in the Soninke language also for our brothers and sisters in URR, so that they will hear what we are saying. I onon tato do Majidi, for the past 3 years or something like, you were the Secretary General and the backbone of FOB. Majidi, Asan Jaite, currently you are the president of FOB. Suleiman Jallo, you are the Secretary General of FOB. So andari o jamano mo wonde hande do enen fo eden yasi. Kono piji hewdi no ya ko men bawo ko meden to Basse e URR. It is happening there. Until malom munemu problem oti bari. Until membe banta. Mol membe banta. Until ka kafunyola nyame. Until ka nganna badi yake nyame. Aning kambe membe mol tema. Nte Bubakar. Nte ma woje su. Ite ya altel ya mira. Munemu problem oti. Any one of you can speak in any language to answer that question first. Put your mics on, please. Leave your mics on, please. Asan.
Majidi mic makon mute. Idio mic.
Okay. Olumini si wali mo meeting o ata yotu ne mawdo menen pay go no do ko nyalor mani.
Okay. Kono sana hande wodi ndaru mic ma on before hala. Andi ango bako yuda.
Oh. Andi go T Johnson mi
okay. Yes.
Okay. Majidi go first e odumandi.
Assalamu alaikum. Comme no Boubacar haliri non. Menen sa yimen ario forum do.
Majidi, go on Mandinka, please.
Okay, assalamu alaikum bani mbemol be kontona e tolni konton la. Comme Boubacar ya fo nyami ni ajen tol do be siri janka base la kumol fo. FOB la ya sabu. Because base kabirin 2009 na koto kel ka bentanu Germany organization London Friends of Basse. So until Dol Kabrin Nada Jang, we wanted to be part of something that belongs to Basse. So Walant Nantolbe joined the Friends of Basse. So we have been in the process since 2000. Kabrin Nada Jang, I have been part of Friends of Basse. So yeah, things like Friends of Basse organization, everybody you come and play your part and you go. So that is the way it is. So these brothers, Oskurbali and the others, as I already said, all that history the last time. So we all know that history. So what happened was some of us were elected in 2000, I think 16, something like that. No, 2000, no. Anyway, sometime back. So Kabriem was elected. We were every part of the historic election because for the first female president was Mona C. So we were part of that executive. So we were doing great as an executive. The whole team was doing great. Everybody was doing great. Okay, but Sister Mona moved from Gambia. She came to the US. So we all know the process of settling down. That's what happened. So along the line, she got busier and more engaged with other things. So she couldn't move it the way she wanted it to be. So Wolaf Nantol we stepped up to help. Okay. So one thing I do also want to clarify that whatever happened during that time, it's not me, it's everybody that did it. People like Maba, people like Philly Sabali, Noha Toure. Even some people were not at the forefront, but they were at the back pushing. And everybody has been talking about MB Kurubali. I cannot say thank you enough to MB Kurubali and the team, Cherno Baba, Sanya. Everybody was doing something. But the thing is, not everybody was at the forefront. You understand? So that is the strength of Friends of Basse. Yeah. So
okay. Ite ya mira. Allah wo dedication. Aliyemenke. Ka association men ya lonko. Ka association o londi. Al kala effort beke pour ka feng nati alla molla comme alla community molla in far away from where you are. Plus all those difficulties that you even mentioned here. Na sister, she's my uncle. I call her Uncle Muna. So, like trying to settle down, it's the same like you people also. Itea Mira as a Majidi. Do you think during your time as Secretary General of these past years, Ali Menke Basse, na community of Basse and surrounding, do you think you get the reactions or the cooperations as it should have been?
Thank you very much, Bakar. Come no halidano. I affaire ko we see differently. What do you understand? Sandari ene wombe yasibing wombe ko Basse be no yirten affaire no certi. Afami. Ene ya got because the reality happen what exposed to other things. We see things differently than the people who live there. And if we want to see what you wanting in the head, but what develop because Barani and Kurang Hari Kurang Hebotako have I been Hebatama, have a hand, have a jungle. So join I have I been Hebata Kiki in a development, Hari. What you understand? But any Allah what you lucky reality, what means development. We have seen what means to have we have Kurang every day. Ya go Labitan Haragao and Lekino Wodi, Maya Haku plus Kalakofalako no Wodi. So we see the other side of things. Well, understand? So the perspective is different. No, you that bus no fala bus one no sagwando similarity bus is like New York City hand. You know? That's the thing. I remember one day I was at a train in Axon in Gambia. Well, there's this guy, Dr. Katim Toure. Majority right after lunch break, you know. He was just saying it casually, but still now it resonates with me. O in gisnga first day buma in New York. You know, konewa mone mane dem house UN. So the house on UN United Nations building be ma xool si kaw ma gis tax bi mu ngi taxaw ma ne ko mu ne toog mu xalaat mu ne ban bés la balangaar in North Bank mu ne ban bés la balangaar di mel ni New York mu ne moom loolu la dream, you know. So this guy is a doctor with his PhD. He was sitting there talking about this. He said he was there looking at the building, imagining one day Balangar in the North Bank will have something like that, you know. So it still resonated with me. Every time ma dem rek ma gis lu baax rek, anything lo xamne gis na lu baax rek xamne is like good for people, suma xel si Basse la dee dem. You understand? Suma demee si school ma gis school bi mu ngi nice, mu ngi am everything lo xamne school la ko wara am. Suma xel si Basse la dee dem. Yow Assane ñun buñ doon dem Kobakunda primary school xam nga ne ñun time boobu dañ dee en toogu ñu yóbbu ko school suñ primary school. léegi dañoo dem school.
yéen ñëpp dañu am del da ngeen
Assane mu ngi am leel léegi de. So loolu moo tax things like that. So anywhere you go you see something good you want it for your own people. You understand? So that's what is driving us. So gisee léegi nag ñun ñu nekk si biti those of us outside suñ gisee things like that. So anything lo hamne so gisee ñu complain, it's not like we just want to complain. We just want the best thing for our people because we have seen what is possible, what we can do. You see, that's why ñun so gisee léegi ñu toog ñu criticize ñu wax ne lii dafa war a mel ni lopitaan bi dafa war a am ni football field bi nii la war a mel and mi fa alak Assane ya play football kan heba tala because kon do what do duma. So things like that. So those are the reasons why we keep talking about things we are talking about. This is why we are doing the things we are doing. You see, so it's not like anything. Sometimes the cooperation with the people on the ground will be different, and we should expect it because the way we see things are different. So for me, when we were there were challenges, but it was not like we having problem with people. It was just challenges to make sure things are done. Because again, in an organization, people have different perspectives. People have different ways we see things. So it's anyway, everybody you trying to talk to the people, try to sell your idea so that people will accept your idea. So that's the way I see it. It was challenging sometimes, but alhamdulillah, we were able to do what we wanted to do. At the end, understand? And again, it's not one person, everybody there, because Friends of Basse, you may want to contribute. Understand?
Okay, I will come to that. I will come to that because Taimi Niaje Hassan Suleiman Jallo. What do you if you just decide between you? What do you have to say to brothers? What brother Majidi Jallo just said about the reaction? About the cooperation and reaction of the challenges that they face. We all know because we know how things goes. Before I will challenge you people into those things. I will let you people one know thing. I have no protocol here and there is no there's no protocol. We say things how it is. You know, if you want to mention a name, say it because that person have to also know that he or she is on the line. So there is no we don't have any protocol here. That's what I want to tell you people. Feel free. Your opinions are your rights. If I was to say anything, I will not. I was to say anything against or towards any of you, I will not look that I know you or we share anything. We have to start the conversation. Suleiman Jallo, Hassan, give you the floor.
Thank you so much, Alaji Ajara Majiri. Thank you so much, and thank you, Hassan, as well, and also a big thank you to all our followers. One day, joke de ben film do, you know, they're gonna eat the imbe open a line, they joke de Bejara Mamoja. Coming to just question Rolanda Majirion, you know, as far as Kambe Tam Mape, Kohono, or what did he manage to handle, you know, FOB. Alaji, Kala Hunde Koida, Kakaperne Tagado one time, you know. Kala hunde ko etirda ka berne mada fi sabilillahi Allah lan do wallete gain to dai so Majidi team Makong at the time ala ko wiembe sina ina bebe jarama because be darike darande labande darande musunde sai ha hande enen yen jodi o platform do yen hala FOB ko wobbe mabbe wadi sacrifice etele non kadi be wawan what the sacrifice benka den watta be blame because kono wanu majidi haliri don yonde neddo mo kala ko hore ma andanda a wata halande goddo ko wondi kon on digon si ari haali ko dum do wonde andande ko haalan ko gandanta so toujours haray ala felindirgol e murandum kon non yer kambe dari be ontuma himbe hewbe arno on board gila on like on executive mo majidi wonno on gila executive on what fall apart. I know it was due to certain personal reasons. Then come out, do what no be stop prove wow are they on board, but contribute their quota. Although I know they all had it in heart to come and do it. Kono Andy, si challenges area wawa and hara wawa. So Kodna Majidi came on board. Bro MB Krubali came on board. Bro MB Tawanaka had executive at all. He was just on the sidelines helping. Him and Majidi, were the two people pretty much proactive in America. Then Gambia, we were lucky to have Maba there. Maba was a very, very big tool in the Gambia. Maba, established some structures that, meaning as this present executive we are using. So because of on executive Noyari Dondeng, all the challenges that they have, it came to me and I did question myself a couple of times during time Majidian because me want to nominate to be a part of that executive, but I declined it. And the reason why I declined it was I was really too busy. Me allow enough time. So I don't get to any position, me ronka what they participate as I was supposed to. So gila me what I faced this time around, I'm really busy again. Me really busy. What yakadi? Kono mindari mitai sitai woni wonde man mindara ko mi wadi busy ko min go land and wadi busy or life on wadi busy family on hara mi wawata what they give back to our community. So majidi en menen community what did okon ko fi sabilillah en ko hunde nan ma wonde my it has to come from deep down your heart. It is not nothing that just one can say one day I'm just gonna go in there. I'm just when I know come on you can them out. So nyande mi what I face about this could me have ni pooling officer what will call yet la fi nomination many one I'll accept because on same pooling officer could only uncle we Yerosanya. He called me again and I told him I'll accept it, uncle, or if I am elected to office, or inshallah I'll dedicate my time to FOB and Basse because I need FOB, FOB association, but the bigger picture is you're talking about Basse and actually beyond because FOB in the past, they've done so many things for so many regions and those things touch people that were from Basse and people that were not from Basse. People that were from URL and people that are not from URL. So FOB is a place that I believe in Ambassador before we should face and support because you are supporting your own. FOB was established just to help, just put walla in what they donate to our economy, to our community in a very effective way. That was the only thing because brothers, what if from FOB thing is four or five of them, and their motives were to just be able to put the little help that they all individually do for our community, put their little helps together and be able to do better at one, because dole senditade e dole hawtindiraade wawata wonde gotum so ko ɗum no idea maɓɓe on in short.
Hassan, I will not allow you go on that. I will not allow you go on. Hassan, I will ask you this. You choose which language you have to answer. I prefer you go now in Mandinka. Hassan, Majidi went in Mandinka and then when come on Fula Suleiman continue. I will allow you go on Mandinka. Hassan, I will ask you this question and I will then let Suleiman Diallo or Majidi add on anything. Hassan, si goɗɗo landikema ko honmo woni FOB. What is FOB?
Jarama Bokar, Jarama Majidi a soul that brief, not only brief, but comprehensive analysis of FOB, a relationship among a Basse. Like kamedido fo ko be hali kon menen dayo do fo
Hassan ko cedde fodda halde.
Hassan, you have to go on money. Kere ko minyanga woni bawo ma boy.
Okay. Mbadi ngolino coming min kacaka jang wolon FOB ani Basse la quote. So niaje ntol mo sabol milbe FOB represent can past and present. Aning Bokar, the moderator. Ntol be nga bateleje. So majiri ni Suleimani FOB la tamanya ning passé dunta nyoko nyami e obi fole so nte murlo kam bari sina min fale wolon ko Bokar nyini ka min na wolon muno FOB ngamela ni FOB ko ka fole wato wari FOB wolon Friends of Basse. Friends of Basse is not necessarily min ntol mi wuluta Basse tonde bari momo yalon ko ene karam mun ka Basse le o ka Basse le kumande yala o ene do jele ya feel ko idado Basse la ko kolone. You are a friend of Basse. So in Friends of Basse, I covering 2009 a lot atoman nukum Basse because nka milke. Nka life changing activism minkije anim fananka mol sembentu ya fana. Just last week, Bouakar, couple of weeks ago, one of our nominated councilor approach, Seni Kalote Mialon ko, ate fanan Basse ngawala akasibo Basse la. Yepuni ma wato wadrake niko Seni akafone Basse. Because we I Basse lona. So an approach akonye FOB atul kaminke Basse is too much. So ngani problem also Mialon ko nga bagasol le so bagasol mil bota Swiss. Inyantaka ki Basse. Bari ala transportation cost mbole ñinin kam pour ka bagaso ni fulande Basse and abita kan loptanol and some of these bagaso they are very important because people bi jele maternity bagaso bi jele so nina executive ya discuss kabi nga discuss no ngaje ko well ñin kata Basse le loptanol to ali nga facilitate $20,000 I'm on cost wall line or bagasul transport from Europe to Basse. Last week Wednesday they are distributed. So that is just a small thing of what we do. But again, it touches everybody because not only Basse as a town, but Momo from URR and beyond, material will be a demaral. So until FOB in short nka project ko leke Basse anim ko kol fanam facilitate mili alon ko abe sato bele nafala
so okay ni ite yemen Suleiman ila ke fe majan sai ako amamme fan ay luon di comme ngamira ko 2 weeks ago Wednesday problem o sotota Basse Gambia je comme molle fen lafta fen donate Basse ma bari e korta transportation cost fo council ni ay FOB asan consult pour démarrer ni e o si faal moy ni mo o si faal moy mol ba mira la ko altel comme Yaya Jamela ko alala banko le balbul altel alka ko do soto mundo.
All right, alaji nimbala bake la woni kari kuma ringol la la ni karo ni kuma ya ta bake ne and abedi ala nye bake bi kawo ni karo jabi molie ka fran fanci molie pour ya long FOB ka kolo soto nyame aning FOB ka cool menul makoy society nyin kono FOB ila main kodo maybe FOB people wo kodo ka bo FOB la member soul le kono so nin ko member soul ko wolom ko FOB kafu dingol wol kana mo menjo sanji wo sanji sanwo sang FOB dingol kana mo le jo and wol namo americanol ye hakko soto le kamenjo europeanol ye hakko soto Europe dum atalata fulale UK because it all ne fansun kololo it all ika hakko menjo and the rest of Europe is different and Gambian kol fanan kamenjo ntol America jang na momenti wolom ko FOB ding wodi member America pour ye ke FOB active member ti active member aning irregular member fana fatatale active member wolom mol menule ya lonko yela na mojo $40 every year ni yela $40 jo imu active member ti wo $40 ni ya jo iketa active member momenti wolom ko mo me alon ko abe kafo kono ni election wato sida coming ka executive for funding ay na mo sotole wala ay sembo sotole ka vote bari ni mela $40 jo imu membalati hanibi but then it manke active member dia bokol ko ni election call sida itemang what right to wala wo sembo soto ka carte fay. So that's the difference between active and non-active members. However, America jam to ka $40 le jo every year. Europe ka €25 le jo every year. UK it all ka £20 le jo every year. And Gambia ka $100 le jo every year.
Kon ninga mo e ko comme hani Gambia ko fanan ka membership fees all jole.
Ha wolom Gambia lo la membership fee wo mu $100 andung tonya lom Gambia no fanan ka jole mo jamabe Gambia men ya lon ko ikela namo ikela membership jole every year abi jele people pay mol ka jole Europe and so nyin ko FOB la ko be nyame amanke ko mul munul be tubabu du da manne be nyin ko do put can together but a local control bele ba ke ka munul be tubabu du ani munul be sirin Gambia but then ka seniyandi wolom ko FOB la kodo membe FOB ka membe ke akodo ka bo FOB la member sol konole but ni kudo nata coming asan ye nying project men explain FOB ye memma ko ka facilité pour bagaso le futa so kono wol ni wol project sifal nata men ka happen is FOB ka jibe loko okay nyin ko be nyaadi le coming ko jilde involved dan yata FOB fang ila account o kono ko do sembo te bulu ibe nyin ko kelo la nyami FOB ka fintle ko den ka muru ala kafu dingol kono ay fundraiser ke kay tan digale ko nyin ko de le be kerim basse mo lafta ka nyin ko le ma koy mbatsa da dano la ntol la kafu dingol kono momondi yemen soto nga kafu nyokan. So wolom fundraiser we do fundraisers within FOB ni ko keta komi wo marché jano keta wato menna mo le fundraiser le ke within FOB then mo le go fund me ke fana me alon ko wo fana kodido nati mol kanne then FOB account o kono fana mo le do fana chikaje kala fa wo kodol kan ka be donate so ko kata ma wonya abanka ko komi FOB aka kodi bunda dole babulu comme let's say philanthropy so le ben tol bulu maybe comme tol Gambia comme so ko non kamira nyami comme la tubabol le ben nyul bulu mon be nyin ka fo samba kan wo kusi fal no moten tol comme tol FOB fam basse dingol anim basse teri dingol wolle be nyin FOB ka fo samba ka wolle ka kolona fe na FOB.
Thank you very much brother Suleiman ilawo ngamira wo seniyata Asan ankon no jogida be dutugol ko Suleiman Diallo haali do ko
well to Suleiman Jarawa thank you very much Suleiman ko labbini do kon ko dum woni FOB because sa andi Suleiman ko haali do kon wo FOB yimbe ben sikka e medon jogi million di ala menen ko bibbe basse ben hombe woni FOB ko ben watta annual contribution mabbe on kono sa ndade kadi annual contribution hewani because $20 sorry $40 £20 €25 $100 sa mo indi dum manani kono ay tuma men hebi haaju fop temen ala on kalis ko kesa men ko be rutta kadi back to himbe amen men inabe haaju men hebi basede te ko nangam men sohli menen kadi FOB fop ƴetta kalis kafa ha men yawtina ɗum so project momi haali ɗo men waɗi last week on men ndaru hawri they were lucky hade men joguno ko mbuɗi seeɗa ko account men ɓe tuton kono no me watta project kadi FOB is not like pro waɗa benefit individual men FOB project men watta fop ko community on watta benefit because a ndaari on sa isa sa isa on men jetani time moƴƴa pour yewtugol ɗum because minen projet kam men yewtade ɗum yimɓe fof famande o projet on on sa yi men heɓani on time pour yewtugol ɗum fof ko because of o koko health center on wone yaade te minen FOB kala yiɗa FOB mo heɓi special ɓernde pour on health center so ko ɗum takki men jetti on decision from the executive level men waɗi ɗum because ɓen fof somi yehi back to the group men haalni ɓe andane yep o koko fi health center ɓe ɓaɗa agri kono minen FOB wona fi minen jogui mbuuri manduɗa we can solve Basse's problem kono when we see a problem ho manduɗa men wawi men fama waɗe tackle men yahay ko himɓe men ɓe waɗa contribute men waɗa on project.
Okay, Majidi, as the former Secretary General, mi waɗay sandari ko screen ma, waɗay ɗo tap and one question from sister meɗen miñirawo men goɗɗo adjoba ko pat ko feeni miɗo wawi landade ɗum miɗo wawi landade how to call it Asan Jaite these questions because they are the current executive kono so ayimi falama landade o manin ɗo because the last day ko neɓani ko ɓe waɗa a wallay ɓe rek a wallay men won koye laaɓodire do you have any fundraising activities that you do? So can you always have that backup money in hand? And last, I want you also to help these brothers that are coming in so that they will not face the same difficulties you people had for the past years. I know of some, like some projects that FOB, Friends of Basse, want to implement in Basse, and I learned to know that you people have to face lot of controversies back home, and that should not be. Can you answer to this and tell us what have you people been doing like this with all the difficulties of the last executive? What did you people achieve?
Thank you very much. Fatsi Malang, she is a very active sister. I just love her. She really loves Basse. Anything about Gambia, Fatsi Malang is at the forefront. If you are following Fatsi Malang, any paiku, kala debo, kala maunaunudo, kala maro problem Gambia, Fatsi Malang is finding a little way to help that person. So we should all be proud of this sister. Kala tampudo Basse, kala tampudo Gambia. She is there to help them. So this is a sister that we should cherish and value. She should be somebody that we should try to incorporate to Friends of Basse. We should welcome her to Friends of Basse. Asan, try to reach out to her. She is a very good asset for us. Konko halda I Friends of Basse Suleiman Hali for before Menenkari for the same thing we have been doing. Membership of Friends of Basse ben ko be woni what they move Friends of Basse. Kono generosity of the people. I understand. En ala inu go mabbe tubako beneto wonbe jonde mbudi non. En ala wadi forest in Gambia what a race mbudi. And that's one challenge that we should do. Asan is talking about something like that in the past. If there is a way we can do fundraising in Gambia to raise money, we should do it. En ala we have never done that. We have tried one time, but it was not a good success. We tried with Jelly, but I think it was in 2015 or 20 something. It was not what we anticipated. But if we probably do proper planning with all the people on the ground, everybody knows about Friends of Basse now. Fu and the Friends of Basse Darani, Konu Friends of Basse when what the Konu Friends of Basse Nati Dambudi Mundi, probably saying in the Jodi me fala and for Aren Wallindireng, Mobi Dirembudi, ko Wallindireng fi Basse, one name be ara Walli toy. We understand. There is this sister Hajasili Minyankuli. I went to visit them like last year in Harrisburg. I was talking to her. She's also very interesting. She's a very smart sister. She was telling me, Majidi, she has this or her own organization. But in Lanshonfala, there's a way we can work together. She have contact with some artists that we can work together to raise funds for Basse. I understand. So there are people out there who have talents, who have skills that we can tap to get the resources. But as of now, Friends of Basse is just dependent on the generosity of its own people.
I will bring this. Our brother. Sorry for cutting you. I just want to bring something in. Sandari wano brother made them Balarangs, the artist. Balarangs have annual fundraising ko what at in Basse. I know FOB. I know FOB. You people during your time, you work with him. You used to support his fundraising.
Yes. So with Balarangs is a good brother of ours. He's a member of Friends of Basse. I understand. Some ko asan hali no go to me andana ne sawatani law. Inumane we don't do individual projects. We do community projects. In one of the years, Balarangs have on project nga say su on program February nga say su. So what approach Friends of Basse for fundraising for sponsorship? In Nemo, yeah, we really love the project, but Friends of Basse is a non-profit organization, so we don't want to invest our resources to anything that is going into profit. I understand. However, we want to work with him to support the Basse Health Center. I remember there was 1 year we individually contributed our personal monies to support Balarang's program, but it was not from Friends of Basse case. I mean, when I go case Friends of Basse because as an organization,
individual. How individual?
Like for example, Balarang maybe minama Bubakar Balarang then what the program of Fala Balla Yaltina at $50. Asan Yaltina €100. Sulema Yaltina good. So everybody more we know Walimo as individuals at our own level, but it's not as an organization because we have our principles, we have our constitution. We are not for profit, so we don't want to invest our money anything that is going to be for profit, except if we're gonna do it our own. I understand that is different thing, but to invest our money into somebody's project for fundraising, that's against our organic constitution. I understand.
Here is my challenge to you and to you people, you executive. Projects like that concerning our Basse Health Center. Do you think if a brother like Balarangs is doing that, and an association like FOB that can mobilize funds in months or weeks, like including our other sister organizations, don't you think it's high time that we FOB and like other sister association in Basse, we venture into the same project, like individual, like going into like making funds for this central hospital in Basse. We put our hands.
Could you mind? I want to understand point out. If for example, Friends of Basse hand saying India follow the fundraising program and we want to use Balarangs, we can do that as an organization. We can raise funds using Balarangs, but we cannot take our funds and invest it in somebody's fundraising program. And what do you understand?
When you read it, because if there is any similar fundraising like that, you have to. Is there any?
Andi Bararangs ko majidi hali ko dum Bararangs ko project mako. Kanko initiate single-handedly every year February where I want. Okay, here is the thing. If FOB follow at the room, when I approach Bararangs, I open concept of ngase su. How can we broaden it? Because now you have A2 Nakago A2 that boy, right?
Yeah.
He's the household name. You have other rappers in Basse and they coming up.
Boy, credit or rapper men don't get in the lampo.
APC.
So the Minkela the Balance approach nga says tuning Mialoko is now a household. Nga ning basela rapper dol A2 nyol ning other rappers will be they are big names now. Be incorporate nga see nga go hey mbenga the same intention lesoto. But if we want to do it individually, we might not score the success we want to. Collectively, collective. You see, Kubati, no Kuba, so Benga Samonola at the same place. Imagine a basic glory in say. So moving forward, whatever kind of idea to most mean passion.
I think as an enemy for Tonyalom because near Jube Fana, it told Friends of Basse, Malafin Kodo Blamial, we don't have control over Kodonin, you understand? So any program here in Tonga you want to be is something here on the we have control over, you understand? So near fundraising organized. Pour Basse Health Center, we should know that the program of Basse Health Center program FOB organized Kodoning Abe Friends of Basse Bulo so we'll decide where we put it in. So if we go into somebody's fundraising program, we don't have that say. You understand?
What do you have to say to that? Like I
Well,
was antenna ideology was almost the same like Ethan was. What I was saying is, yeah, I pin a question, a comment that I want to first say what it mean. I will come to that. Yeah, I will pin the question again. You people will see it. It this on this point. What do you have to say to that, Clement?
well, Alaji, what I have to say is very simple and straightforward. It's just like Hassan and Majidi have earlier on mentioned about Balarang's Ngasaisu event. Definitely, yeah, FOB can come into that event and help as much as we can. However, it's just the modalities that needs to be modified a little bit because Ngasaisu is a whole concept and it was designed by one person for a particular reason. And coming to FOB to solicit help from FOB as an organization, FOB cannot help Balarangs personally because it is clearly stated in the Constitution that we cannot support individuals or members of FOB cannot directly benefit from FOB. It is geared towards the whole community. So if we support, okay, now the thing here is, I know your point that you're trying to raise is Balarangs is doing this so to help the children's ward in the hospital. That is true. But if Balarang comes to FOB and he is trying to get money to do that show, to FOB, we are not directly supporting the children ward. We are supporting Balarang's program. However, if it's a success, Balarang's going to support the children's ward. And he's going to support the children ward with whatever he wants to support the children ward with. And we cannot tell him, oh, Balarang, you have to put everything towards the children's ward. We cannot control that. So
if that is Suleiman, wait. If it is a collaboration,
okay,
then
so there you go. That's why I said, if you understand, we have to change
let me say this too. There was a year. Well, understand, we even have our own a whole committee in Friends of Basse just to support Balarang's program. A whole committee. I think Suleiman was part of the committee. Yes. Cherno Baba was part of the committee. We have this thing. We really wanted to work with him. But this is what our people said. For example, Balarang's Ali inni handle Fala Friends of Basse Waleralando 100,000 for me to run my project. I understand. So this one of the brothers said, any Johnny 100,000 we invested in a fundraising program and for Fala success. I understand. Kono John, how about if it is not successful? How about we collaborate with Balarang? So I won't know what the forest in Macon, yet take over the heavy color, getting on that $100,000 is more Friends of Basse. So the bagas, how did the bagas go from Balarang? What do Macon? Now what are doing hospital direct? I understand. So those were the things people were bringing out. And again, with this, we are a group, we are an organization, we have our rules, we have our responsibility. So we need to follow them in as much as we want to make the money. Because Friends of Basse has been and will continue to be successful is because we are strict and we are following our constitution. You understand? We need the money, we need everything, but we have to make sure that we do it the right way. So in terms of collaboration, Friends of Basse want to raise funds and we want to use A2, we want to use to Balarang and want to use all those things. That is a project that we are soldering 100%. These brothers can come and say, Balarang, why are not Lamboki Friends of Basse? You understand when you want to charge 100,000, Friends of Basse, why don't you charge 50,000? A2 can say the same way. So they bring the cost down so that we all collaborate and do it for Basse. I want to understand. We really like the idea of raising funds. We did it one time with Jaliba in Basse, but it was not the way we like it. And look at the other challenge we have. I mean, Suleiman, and Jodi Koyasi and Halarundo. But to implement on the ground is a different story. You understand? I
will come on.
That's the biggest challenge we have.
Yes. I will come on that individually with you because I want to ask you certain things that I asked Asan Jaite before. I want to put them onto you and hear what you have to say. But this is what this sister said, Jenaba Kurubari. She said, So how will we bring all the Basse group under one umbrella? Asan Jaite, ila nanudela.
We don't ko comment jiri mo ne what they read or very interesting engagement that people are commenting there.
I will put them onto you. Maybe on your when you put a host, I will not see them, but you can read them. We read them also. If you put a host, like hosting a watch program, you can read the questions that you find interesting. That people, all of us here, we can say. But if I remember your campaign because people who are not in the like, let me say this, Suleiman Diallo, you are the Secretary General. We have FOB have a WhatsApp chat forum, right?
Yes.
So that is right. That is for FOB and anybody who want to join here, and everybody who is listening here. If you wish to be part of this association, just put your telephone. Say you want to, or you check on these people. You see their Facebooks. I already put them on the comment. You can contact any of these people. You can contact Suleiman Diallo or Asan Jaite. They will put you on the WhatsApp group. Then you will have clear information of whatever FOB is doing. Because I personally, I am there. I know there is nothing hidden about FOB, because whatever is happening under that association is public somewhere where everybody can have information from. So this is it. Asan Jaite. Ang mila andi ko waray not a campaign mount, time campaign mount. This was your campaign this thing, promise that you will bring all Bassarians, Basse associations, sister groups under one umbrella. How far do you go with that? Because this is asking that.
Dara, thank you very much for that question. Misiki sister Oro Jenaba Kurubali Kadiko, the same question what he asked. What I said, what I communali con campaign.
Ko question man ko wadani ma do read.
Hey, communali ko campaign ko woni I will collaborate because and this I will bring them all. That will be difficult. When I said I will collaborate, we will collaborate because Andy, just like Friends of Basse, Bedo organization association they form, they have their structures. So you cannot just tell them to abandon that and join you, right? So but what can we do to collaborate together? If the smaller ones or the ones that don't have footings, yes, then they can just join us. These big ones we can collaborate with them because many folk the same intention me heavy. Ngani ya clean bembela wolonko fengo femba tombon kanjang o fengo femba discourse kanjang base bita nyato nyami be ngole majidi ku killing fo jang wolonko na karambu nyimma o karambu nyimmaji ake mira basel na dunda sopin molo sopul mel kono ake mira basel na tata playground ake mira basel so ngalon ko o mira sifale be Suleiman la o mira sifale be defana na Boubacar. So how do we bring all these people together purunga baseke ngelaftala nyami
ite amira niya jube mona yalon Basse is just the hope of URR. URR, if you look at our communities around us, like near Gambe Sara Jube, near Alunghare Jube, Hani Alunghare from Mayalonko now, it is a street, like a suburb of Basse. The unification of Alunghare. Alunghare Ngamoeko, they are building a hospital, they build all those things with just the community. Ite amira Basse, central Basse. Nia say Basse, central Basse come from Mane Kunda, Koba Kunda, and Sifal. Do you think we will be able to do anything? I will post all of you this. You can all throw your thoughts on this. I'll tell you Amira ko until si fen Keno Basse, because I'm saying this because I have I want to bring one point on here. I will put that onto Majidi and Majidi will talk about that. Do you think until si fen move no Basse ni association or theater?
Alright, here is hunde hotel mi halanta maɗo ko ɗum woni base ne jogi potentials pour waɗugol kala hunde ko falɗe wadde hunde hotel mi fala laɓɓinde ɗum woni Friends of Basse structure Friends of Basse on no seedi e wono konko yunɗa wiide wono allunkare no danude loptan allunkare specifically maybe kamɓe association maɓɓe on is built towards just kamɓe within allunkare, right? Kono Friends of Basse, it's a bigger picture. Friends of Basse ndarani just Basse tun as a town. Friends of Basse kone ndarde ko Basse and its surrounding all the way, like covering the whole of URR. Friends of Basse kulone wadde. However, pour go answer question madam ko gonga. Basse tun no wawi mottondirde dana loptane. Yen jogi ben himbe. Yen jogi on quality, yen jogi on ideas, yen jogi on we have everything. Ko argol together, wawen do what they could do any hunde. However, me yield up our question.
Only on problem. Why? What is the main problem about that? Why?
Oh no, wana minan e wawata e wawa ko dum wi. Kon non honno wawirten non procedure. Enem passe. En ala kafu mantama wondema is specifically geared towards harako one goal solve the township of Basse. So one of we alunkare on association Mohalta, I am 100% sure. So yeah, what you dig into that association, it is going to be the VDC of Alunkare. On the VDC Basse on one. Do we have a VDC, a village development committee, or a town development committee?
Yeah, we have one.
So ko hondum be woni wadde. So ko don dole dum don foti iwde. Den dole kaka VDC meden o ka TD, ka TD multi meden ka on like town committee meden ko don foti one day, because Friends of Basse it's a SBO. It's a society-based organization, meaning one day, like me walk out into things like that because we're going into bigger pictures, helping the whole of you all. So I'm
not talking about individual associations here.
Right.
Question on Kuwadimo ways. I was generalizing ko Nia Jube until na Basse. I will give you one example.
No.
Majidi Jalo. Majidi ite last year. Last year when you people put this had this project for the renovation of the central at the cemetery and to bring dignity to the Basse prayer ground that we all know when it was like turned into a dump site. Majide Lung adani on hakune moda and other sister association in Basse, like Basse Komeng. A big controversy. Sikuda sitai uno eneng wadi fere wonde mane. Hai sitai don't jogi lot of associations. Suleiman Kogongama, Town Development Committee on World Football. Kodon moni ma wide. Sikuda majidi. Why should that happen? Ne enem fo.
Okay.
Say have a problem.
Okay, Alaji, thank you very much. Sister question mark me no giladi already when she posted it. I come asan haliri no. People have different ways of approaching things. All of us, our destination is Basse. All of us, our aim and objective is to see Basse develop. Basse kame ko be woni wadde ko fo hande kondargo ko honno waldeta Basse yara yeso. All they are doing is the little things they are doing is they are taking it to Basse Health Center. They are individual people, they are as an organization, they are doing the same. I would understand. So the thing is, Friends of Basse, no matter our organization, we have our constitution, we have the way we operate. Some of us love the way the organization is set up. That's why we join Friends of Basse. You would understand. Some people will look at Basse Kameng, Ndara no Basse Kameng, what did I form? No Basse Kameng, when they operate, no, they like Basse Kameng, and they join Basse Kameng. I understand. And now we have another organization called Basse Development Initiative. Some people love it. Some people love the structure. They join that way. So the important thing is here, the organization for Sandari, It's easier to work in groups than to work as with individuals.
Hey.
But you understand?
Hey.
Base Kamen have like hundreds of people. But hande sayo di aja hanno ko aja democrobally our sawane. You go to all those people. I understand. Just talk to one of those people. Or this is it Kankaba, the one Kanute in New York. You talk to her. She can talk to all of the Base Kamen people. So this is the thing we have. There's a strength in numbers. So what we should look at is how to make best use of these groups. The challenges we have is gonna happen because it's two different organizations. All of us have our principles. All of us have our way we operate. I understand. We will have challenges, but at the end of the day, Sandari, with all these challenges, we were able to do what we wanted to do. I understand. And along the way, in Fomeka and Jangi, Mokala ko honto one strength, Mako ko honto one weakness, Mako afami. Like like you know on program ko Berde Eko Idi. Basse coming a friends of Basse, when we came together, we were able to do it. But in the beginning, our approaches were different. The way they wanted to do it and the way we wanted to do it was different. Each of us had our own principle. I understand. The way they wanted to do it, we said, friends of Basse, we cannot take our money and put it in another account. We will not take our money, give it to somebody. I understand. As an organization, that's our principle. We will not do it, and we are not going to compromise it. We are not going to take our money from an account in Basse to open another account and put our money in another account in Basse. I understand. So as an organization, we say we're not going to do it, we stick to our guns because that's what we were entrusted to implement. We were implementing what our constitution said. So Kambikari, maybe that's what their constitution said. I understand. But at the end of the day, we all came to an understanding that our interest is what gold fence burdening. Our interest is to clean the prayer ground. Our interest is to make the eat ground what they fence. I stay one accomplish, at least what outline fence on our family. We were able to pull our resources together. Friends of Basse, we said, Sitawoni Joni, mene me Jonata go to Moody. Sibe fala manjare, sibe fala ma Siemens, sibe fala manjale. We go and pay, they go and pick it from there. Basse coming do also the way they wanted to implement their own project, they did the same thing. At the end, it all worked out. So for me, it's not it's challenging, but it's the thing is what I understand. Nam?
But Majidi, you face the same problem again when you initiated this project for us, for Bacterians, what the Halid or Joni or what it all comment there, we have the central issue. Is the same issue you had when you had this beautiful initiative that people should commit themselves €1,000, we who are $1,000 each of us end of the year, you know, that we contribute $1,000 that we can put into the to finishing of the central mosque. Help
it's the same thing, Bubakar. I understand. I have an interest, as an organization. This is what you want to do. You see, this is the challenge of working in a community as a group. Sometimes, and I have a good intention. Taiwan is our own individual program. We will do whatever we want. But if we are working with people, we have to compromise. We have to also understand how other people work. Basse Central Mosque, in as much as we want to do everything in Basse Central Mosque, whatever they go to mosque without the imam. I understand. We can come with the initiative and tell the imam, tell the committee, this is what we want. If they have a different approach, Alhamdulillah, but Allah no andi enekar intention men afami. We wanted to do what we can. We cannot do it alone. And
why was it not difficult when we wanted to do this seminar?
So for example, you know, we have already discussed about this Basse Mosque exhaustively on our Friends of Basse page. So we, you know, again, we spoke to Hamiduja, we spoke to the Basse Central Mosque Committee, we spoke to the Imam, we spoke to the Alcalo, everybody who's involved, we spoke to them. I understand. Amadou, go to the living room, go. So I understand. So before Yotidama, Tawama, the way they want to approach and the way we wanted to approach it is different. Because Friends of Basse, Friends of Basse page, we did not say we were going to complete the mosque. What we said was we were going to contribute our quarter. What we can do. Ko de wande ko do watte julir rek mo kala ko way ko watta foko baraji wonde nak wole mo foko baraji wonde nak bodde siko trans mi wawan mi wada trans an siko temeder wawda wada temeder du wonno interest on. So Basse Friends of Basse, when we came with that idea was because basically we had the platform to be able to raise the funds at least to support the mosque. I understand. That was the intention. But again, in the process, we reached out to Hamidou Dia. We spoke to Hamidou Dia. Hamidou Dia, what he said was also something that makes sense. When you can go Allah walimo faro anya makko go ganda go dano go jude ganto julide. Friends of Basse, sita when you fala ene ga waldali Basse. We can look at something that we can do. He said we can look at maybe the health center. There are other things to do. I will understand. Okay, if that is the idea, we will go with that. And that was like 4 years ago. We said okay, and we respected his decision. We respected what he said because look at the aniki what I go to when you wawa what jara imediro nanga ko go to wawa da gainude a family. So that's what happened. So kodum wono walduma. So kon again, community at the beginning, people have different way of approaching something. And min Basse, I spoke to the Basse Central Committee, Basse Mox Committee. I went to Kotomi Julie Juma. Had meeting with them. We talked about this thing and we said A, B, C, and D. And when I came back, I reported it back. I understand. Again, still, and again, recently we also talked about the Mox. We came back to the same conclusion. The guy who want to do it promised he's gonna finish it. He asked us to concentrate on other things. I understand. And the Basse Mox Committee or the Imam is in line with that idea. So Allah ko wale wale push ko inda wala got the force of Allah balal ma watu do nangu wadu balal nam walu got no fodi wala no wodi fala do balal afadi comme no asan hali no laptani no ton sen fala walu de wale laptani o wala understand. At the end it's all coming back to Basse. So mokala sinangiri sengo go e wawa wadi go. So me gono me yiri dal. It's challenging, but again, it's part of being in an organization. It's part of growing up in an organization. So, I understand. Now we know our strength. We know how to work with Friends of Basse Kameng. We know how to work with other organizations on the ground. And we are following the Basse Kameng. It's not like Basse Kameng is a problem. No, Basse Kameng, we love them. We work with them. But there are other organizations. We work with the Basse Sport Committee. We have been supporting Naweta. We have been doing a lot of other things. I understand. So it's just one thing we are all focused here. There are more challenges than even what with the mocks or the other things that on the ground. But the people who have been in leadership in Friends of Basse over the years, they were able to navigate these things and work with the people. What the ballal ko afami. So it worked. So like
Suleiman, ite mune soro men la fala nyindia majidi emfo.
Well, men la fala je wolom ko majidi ya kumo dam fole. Association ya je constitution ba bulle tamanya ba bulle andung wotamanya for what association or wotamanya respect. So kaw question o dabi kanying basela nying association jamal be nati under one umbrella. Watakela doku femati, atakela doku soniari noti because basela demari bundal le siata ku jamale lakta base ite ni tonya ko ngafo nyoye ni ajibe bi ntole kacha menke jang moli topic jama ma jang moli base health center male moli central mox male moli sport male silol beje ku jamal be base me alonko asula ta mako rola ni tata education fanala mako ro me nyanta kela wodulal ta siata so ni association ol siata le base tonya but then asike no fanya ila mako re bundal fana manke kilinti mol nyanta wala fana crossila mol nyanta wo crossila ni association ol ikajoma wolle mako like what is their aims and objectives, so wale kuma yata fana, association ol siata tonya, but then nala aims and objectives man clear, alte match nola, albe match la all the nata alla aims and objectives clear, anu fana alla mode of operation man jam fanyonna. Coming Majidia explain nyame, Basse Kameng and Friends of Basse, nata together like. Your project or execute. Basse Kameng, they did their own thing the way they believe they were supposed to do it, and it worked out fine. Friends of Basse did their way, the way their constitution said, and it worked out fine. At the end of the day, it salikeraning, wo fence tale, you roll feet a jele, soccer field ning, it came for them, what definitely was solely done by FOB, and then, what fana was towards ka sport revive in Basse wala ken ding FOB o ko di jama dundi je ka soccer field clean ka wo dom garbage membe benu je ka be clear out ka filo ni be level just to give, you know, Basse the opportunity to revive Nawetan all. FOB, yes, you know, Nawetan tournament all sponsor Basse, le abuka bang, fa ito continue la ya bang. You know, so kujama
ni Nawetan ko for jang Asan Jaita, you can come into that.
Okay.
I have one thing I want to say.
Okay.
I come solely upon Yami, you know, near you organizational theater, but I understand. So what I will suggest for you is, as you are ventured into doing something like this type of program, maybe in the future you should see whether you have the chance to bring the president of these different organizations, bring them all together, like Asan, the president of Basse Kamen, the president of BDI, bring these people together, let them talk together and see where they can collaborate. Because again, as I said in the beginning, our destination is Basse. All of us, we are just taking different roads, different approaches, you know. So bring them together, let them sit together and discuss how they can collaborate together towards the development of Basse. Maybe that's we will all learn more, like what is BDI doing, what Basse Kamen doing, what are other groups doing, and that's just a recent.
That
you know,
that will be very. That I will try to know.
Yeah, and if you work with MB Krubali, probably he can help you with coordinating with all these three groups to get them on board, because he's very familiar with all these groups.
No problem. Thank you for giving that point. Asan Jaite.
Yes.
Ite mune soto ka Suleiman mbe lafte la ke dundi la nunjang bari Asan ngamira e lafta fen afala halde goddu e ko be yewti do kon joni kon fala hawi
lafta nyina la commento read like no Yusufa Baro ako I am a resident of Basse and will participate in anything that will bring development to the noble town I call home. So here you have a guy who is not from Basse, but he is now calling Basse home, right? And he's saying Basse has a lot of potential, and if we work together, we will achieve some. And this is the sad thing about Basse, right? You have folks who come to Basse and claim Basse as home. They are proud of Basse and they want to continue. And you have some brothers in Basse who will do opposite. They will take 360 degrees turn to do right opposite to what this gentleman is saying, right? So, coming for your walon ko ni koto ke mi yalan ko Yusufa after I Basse kumandi ayala abe do hola Basse le Basse keta ayati, right? So
yeah, I pin the comment so you can
read. Ye Basse dingol soto Basse dingol dol soto je mi yalan ko itol nin coming for the itol ko opposite le bar ye fengo fen nati Basse ni tol dati je iko sabota
Yalong Asan, last time Tenite, we have an open conversation here. We even went to a point. We were saying, Munatina, na area council or town development committee, now executive hall, member Basse Tamandi can come day-to-day affairs of Basse. Why are they not involving every Basse area? Because I went to a stage, I even tell you, this foreign community member Basse, their associations are stronger than even molmen ka fo kon del mo Basse kolti de jam mama wuluta janne na mama ring wo sifa ni ajuwe these Guinean communities in who reside in Basse nin comme Kundara association Telemile Association, Kula Association. Those people are stronger than even Basse come Suleiman. There are projects in Basse. Na TDC
Suleiman, yalo mune osabu is yalo sometimes coming Aluhare point out sometimes these smaller communities come all not together and I'll beg a kankilin nefo I'll be the same cultural identity lesoto. Wala easy than yafo ibe Basse be not la nyoka. Yeah, because hani jang, I can give you example. Ndola jang UK jang, the fuller community Guinea. Well, they are far united and stronger than the Gambia Association. Because Gambia Association, you have Debota Basile, Debota Nyomi, Debota Badibu, Debota
Ani Belgium jang, I know. They
exactly. So this Guinea community full, it will be just see Guinea, Right. It will be about the same Fula Concord. They identify themselves as Fulas in Nomuta. Right. So Basse Panang the same. In Kula Telemine wala community they will look stronger than the entire Basse. Konyaji will be about the different ethno-linguistic background. Although we all call ourselves Basse. But it will be you know, ni nalbeda kankilim wala kanyo sonia wala ka sonia than Concord. But
coming for Asan. Near Judea, I even went to there was a time, then Suleiman, I went to Gambia, I was talking to Suleiman, I'm going to do a GoFundMe, na silo dada, you know, challenge. So I was even going to a point I was talking to him, like, I will engage people like Majidi and all those people that I will go and talk to the Chinese, they will come and give them, if it is 100,000, they come and can na konyo na silo be grade akasamba for radio basela ma famon la. I was telling that if Suleiman ka fonye kono, you can do it, you know.
No. Bokar, yalo mune of course. I Bokar, yalo mune of course. It's because of many you know. We have different people, you know, with talking in different voices. Yeah, ninga strong association also we come together as heads. The presidents of all these associations we come together. We collaborate. We collaborate. We will be able to challenge these authorities. Huh? If a dogo kela mole mi alonko, mole namo min jokang, we will realize those namo. I'll give you one example. Be Buakar Molla Fonke Dauda, Molla project manager Dauda. On a Facebook page, I read something there today which is really disturbing. Majidi back in 2 years ago, Majidi FOB, ye boholo sing Giroba. And Majidi can tell us how much does that cost us. Imagine.
It costs us around $5,000.
How much is $5,000? Around 200,000.
250.
250, right?
Give and take, yeah.
Okay. No. Bokar Basse Area Council claim ko ibe 7 borehole le roka. 7 borehole with $3.7 million. Right? 7 borehole for 7 communities. 3.7 million.
FOB was able to do that. How many thousand did you make the one in Yoruba?
About $5,000, 250. Give and take. It's about 250,000.
Right? And that is FOB. One borehole, Mole Lokanga. You are now contracting a borehole, 7 boreholes, 3.7 million. Moro, well, how do you justify that?
So you are saying there is no honest leadership in Basse?
It's not only honest leadership. You know, if you present that paper to me, I will throw that paper in your face and tell you that, you know, in fact, handcuff, police station. Because
I like Dauda. You know, Dauda used to have this. I like when he was doing the follow the money. He used to have this. He used to follow projects and bring light to the projects. I like that kid. It's good that we have him as our project manager. I read what you read also. But Asan Suleiman is talking about FOB helping sport and all those stuff. I heard from our brother, Usman Kurwari, bro Ost, how difficult is it? The difficulty that he faced to organize, you know, to sponsor and organize a tournament in Basse. This is all the difficulties I'm talking about. And we are talking, I'm talking about leadership. There is problem.
Bubakar, one thing I believe, Friends of Basse, we are doing a lot of things on the ground. But the only thing, the way we're going to be successful is to work through the people on the ground, through the organization on the ground. I understand. But the unity and strength should be with those people. So hand in hand, the Friends of Basse, we can come and sponsor a tournament. It's when we have a sport committee. If there is no active sport committee, we cannot sponsor a tournament. I understand. So those are the things we need to get the structures on the ground. to be able to do the thing. Yeah. Go get one. You know, I understand. So kuma wadi renong. And it's important also we understand, we distinguish two things. Come hold down laul mengol konmendong. Laungol no boni. But hand say what tingol ndian si saji ko arata kadi gol bonai because there's no drainage system. A family. There are things that we can do and create an impact, a lasting impact, but there are things that we can do, it's just a waste of resources at a certain time. A family. So, and then the most important thing is to work with our people on the ground and see what they can help us with. Do you understand?
Here is where I come about our. Let's talk about the town development committee, because what people are talking about here.
Other one.
Okay.
That means our efforts that we are doing as Basserians outside Basse should be implemented. Our intentions and efforts should be carried out and implemented by our brothers and sisters in Basse, mainly the town development committee. Is that the fact? Do you believe that, Hassan?
Yes, only if you have straight, honest, and upright town development committee. Over the years, ko faces do mi yata tong. Ben ko merry go down. Bang, high. No. It will be even difficult for having approach. For what goal got no tong, because okay, Johnny presently, Zal no indala, you know, they
only Zal. Me andi Zal be boy. What faram fight?
Zal more salu MS sukalu pipe.
MS Mama Salu.
Yeah.
MS okay. Yeah.
Hey, so hey, Zal and Beno Hibiton team got the manuda, you know, Benny Benawada organized town development committee who be John be voice. And all these people that goes around undermining them, but being eliminated. Aye. So once we get that, a strong, vibrant youth town development committee, wandanda, kondukala ari sitay ko temedere be jonni Basse anga fala jettude 60 wala 70 dollars yum fop ko posma 30 dollars wada mako ko dumane honno. How can you work with people like that? Because anga god life hamaya, you will not realize what you putting in, right? So Basse found men challenge amen. Our challenge in Basse, si men halta fenande men hala gonga, our challenge in Basse is there are some folks Basse omanda bembe 40 iu de ton. Beng they're not representing us, they're not elected, they're not nominated, be wadi horema be initiri horema a tax force. Kala ko ari Basse rek be toka be ya be wada president horema be as the custodian of development in Basse.
Okay.
So once we start on group talk, me what they realize I do, because
so onu sikudon wawete itirde on that syndrome there, that problem that we have, that this leadership struggle. I can call that like that.
Okay, and the use the Bassebeng, they have to step up, like what Dauda is doing, like what recently new chairman Paikum Mobadi select as new chairman. Aye, Sukabe Basse put imude, bedara betawa de osare amen, because menen water sare ona sare the youth, right? Kono menen folks men achi o sare me wadi gedda me jodi ko fu me hima ataya me wadani involve a development of the town, right? These same folks, because kambe be ina found they be ina found ko me hebata ton ko be wonta ton all the time, because boys are be ari rek be gedda be ya be joda. These brothers will continue, right? So first to tackle this is the boys, the youths have to come up and take up these responsibilities, right? Like we did, like Suleiman did. Suleiman Hali, last time he was busy, he was approached, but he was like, I'm busy. This time around he was approached, he was like, you know what, I cannot sit on the fence, you know, all the time, you know, either criticizing people or doubting them. So I have to step up, like me, like Majidi did last time. So may I use them in matter, men get these things as our responsibility. Ne Basse men fala Basse yaha another level. Pour Basse yaha on level, These obstacles have to be removed.
Suleiman, you have something to say?
Yeah, Alaji. I really would come in there. Thank you so much, Asan, for that. For that intervention. Alaji, Asan Halikong is very true. Youth Zimmerman, in order to be able to clean up that, whatever system we have there, being, because maybe the Andy personally, Gila Komishukalo in Basse, I used to play basketball, and I was very, very active in basketball. Like Ibu Diba Yearly and Papanja TC, Omar TC, Jawo Alaji Muya Bande, Mansajan, those people will attest to you how much we all put together to make sure one day my basketball was something in Basse. Kono Gila Ontuma Alaji, I know, I was always in fights with those, with Inkotoji. I always fight with them because corruption at the system.
I read in Kotoji, what do you mean?
So no, they like I cannot even remember some of those peoples now. Most of them are already late. I'm telling you, maybe had the 1995, 1996, 1997.
That was when they were these basketball tournaments were organized at the
right. Because when I happen onto my we happen basketball tournaments at
so la bagar ko pay ko on time kami nanga no na kami na ba no
kono like
kami na ba no ko mi na ba no mo yusenda asan hocha no boy din so bolo yaldi ko asan yan hocha bolo no doga da bolo ken sikram yanda wana chankande mi wano ko bidik mi ara mi wano ko bidik ame mi ara hala yon pilo ko duma no asane ko dum wada kanko hamid
right so kono on every serious note, like Asan said, at some point we have to come in and be responsible and take ownership. That's the only way we can clean up. Get the gongol in the goal one them because kari wila dundo mimi wanta do mi yahay no ko kari wone wadi redon ko pour yo dunye o wawa continue ko boni ko ne wadde kon so ta woni an handi ko jokkula kon ko gonga an ko laba dum jokkuda hita hulu on do wonde ma wadde threaten walla wadde piji ko metina berne ma fiya geddu sa wadi dum a okim opportunity on pour continue ko boni ko ne wadde kon aya andi on wadde ko boni hita accirmo dum wirtumo hollu yimbe be wonde ma ko ne wadde kon ko fenande so the only way we can do that is my youth what are involved into the activities of our town. That is the point. Like Asan Halil, that is just the point. Let me find out what they add on to this. Come youth in more better way and in part of the development of our town.
Okay, so this is what I want to ask now. Will Basse, Friends of Basse, do you just want to be are you just want to be like a charitable organization, or like a supplementary organization, or you want to take projects and the projects of the town in your hand? Like, let's say we bring up projects like we want to go and refurnish the hospital. We want to go and the football ground or the roads, do tackle one street by the other, or what do you, Asan, what are your objectives?
No, Andy Bwakar, we have to be honest here. There are certain things Bananda, when I beyond us, like streets jidding, like meaning community project. Right? These are where this is what we want to venture into. Public goods, put what we call money into public goods, we have to leave the authorities and push the authorities to fix those, like lobbying, like hospital, meaning it may heavy like ballal, like lekele, or that call a maternity ward, may what I do sponsor, yes. Most of these big things like schools, roads, and other things, what the strong advocacy for area council, the Golana men come for the goal because all present group of area council, I really admire them. Gilabe Ari, I have a good relationship with them. If you talk to many people in Basse, what they tell you is there is no changes. Only 3 years journey.
But last time, Asan, you were here. You said why you they collect more funds than the other or the previous executive of the area council.
Yes, that's one thing. That's a laudable thing to do. Why what they collect more funds? Where are you putting those funds? So this is where people need to start, talking. People need to start questioning things, right?
Yeah, that's true. Like
Okay.
brother, like brother.
Many ask FOB, what we can do is, right? What I'll compliment. When there is these small projects that we can do to uplift the life of the people, yes, what I think, right? Like tree planting, and the climate change is affecting everybody. Tree planting, we venture into those things. When a community engage, people take ownership of those trees, town on Duana. Things like lobbying other structures, ding coming for what they mean, hala. All the associations with one voice, men kudara eda kansun babu. Habe anda men kudi, suwe wa what
Iya, mana ni adraman anin tinama ka bobo. Ai adraman ko windi ko mi wadani ma don post.
No, ini kos.
Kwango ni alande. Kwango ni wile. Ko roadman. Kwango ni de ka.
Soldier, look at this kid on narrating stories of the 90s.
Boy, so this is imagine what do you have to say to that?
Okay, question Molande da Asano. I know Asan is the one who is the president of Friends of Basse now. He is the one leading us, which we are very proud of. We really thank him and his team for all that they are doing. But Fala, my Friends of Basse, what are the things what we are talking about? All of us need to step up and support these guys in what they are doing. Come the foot don't know. There is nowhere we don't have the money in a bank account that they can just pull to do what they want. If we give them the resources and tell them this is what we want to be done, they can do it. They need the support, they need all the help they can get to get the things done. For me, I said it at our meeting and I will say it again. Friends of Basse, it is very small for us to contribute $40 for a whole year to say we want this executive to do what we want to be done in Basse. Everybody is complaining that Basse we need A, B, and C. If I'm contributing only $40 a year, $40 a year is around what? $1,000 is?
Yep. Like
$1,000 is if every one of us is contributing like $1,000 a year towards $1,000 a year towards development of Basse. Kohara to what thing? At the time development that Basse. You don't understand? We all need to step up.
Majidi is not Majidi. You cannot blame the membership of that because for the past since 2009 to date, whenever when the executive bring up projects, Bassarians come to answer. That is look what happened at the Ramadan project. Look at the market disaster funds. I
understand where I'm coming from. I'm not saying people are not doing that. So Abubakar, it should not be always. Anytime we have a project, I always goes turn toward the 10 people, the 20 people who are always contributing. Basse is more than 10,000. Basse is more than 50,000 people. If you look at everybody who is living there, if everybody step up and put a little bit, we can do more than what we are doing now. So the contribution is more than $40 a year. For example, let's say $40 a month. At least a project no Arab, Bubakar will not call you and say Bubakar, hey, me follow what contribute because Harai, you already pledge to contribute every month towards the project. I understand. So this is what I'm saying. We need to make sure we are also doing our quota. I know anytime I call Bubakar, we have a project, you step up. I call Asan, he step up. And I call somebody and they step up. But it should be beyond that. There are some people who have resources in Gambia or resources outside Gambia who are from Basse, who have the interest of Basse at heart. Economy Andabe, Asan Andabe. But understand. So everybody should see it as a responsibility, a social responsibility to give back to the community where we come from. I understand. And for young and in other communities. And some of you, like you live in Belgium, which is a very really socially inclined community. I understand. You people really everything about your community, about the community. But it's the people doing it. It's not always the government stepping up. It's the local councils, every people doing it. I understand. We can do it too. So let us try and mobilize the resources to get the money that we need to develop our town. I understand. That's Uncle Sol.
Mutar.
How are you?
I just want to chat. Because we're having a fun chat.
We are having a meeting.
Talk to us. We are your.
The host.
You see this one here is my little brother.
And
No,
you're the host.
That's Uncle Sol. That's Uncle Asa. That's my little no.
Are you the host?
No, he is the host.
You are lying to your
Why am I talking? Why are you talking a lot?
I'm talking because he gave me the chance to talk. Talk to them. Tell them what you want to say. No, just talk.
Uncle Mutar, how are you?
Hello, man.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good.
Oh, how is school? You going to school?
Yeah.
How is school going? How is
Good.
school going?
Good.
You just want a candy. Go now. Thank you.
Hello?
So, okay, go on. So, go on. I follow what the things what I move. But we all need to step up. I'm not underestimating the support we already getting from the people. Like
So-
when we ask the people to contribute towards the fire disaster, we were able to make over $600,000. That's huge. After that, we had the Ramadan project. People contributed, and anytime we call, people contribute. But Sandali, to be honest with you, most of the thing is a circle of a few people doing the same thing every time. So
Okay.
I'm just saying this. We look at the opportunities to develop the organization. We need the money. We need to make the changes. We need to look at big projects. Friends of Basse can do it. So, for example, or something like that. Let us all come together and think big and contribute big towards the development of Basse.
This is what I'm talking about. Hassan, don't you think that it's high time that FOB go a step ahead? Like from 20 euros, me, if I give you people 25 euros now till next year, I am free. So that you cannot make more. This man, this kid is right to say we cannot make any development from that for those funds, and you cannot keep on following people all the time. Andy, mandingol kamen fo. Ikafo nyame, fankanta wole manjawya. Fankanta manjawya. Una cruce me esa boy.
So malum fayda to be follow but me skip la lay do ngana e fo ko be fo do iko FOB step up step up ala contribution auto what is true, you know, multi step up no, but here is the thing, right? Now give $20, sorry, $40, £20, 25 euros. It's nothing, but it's the commitment. Because once you're Jorek, it means you are committed to the cause of FOB. Yeah. So sometimes, you know, this debate le kafoko, you know, for molbe membership fee in kafula, but here is it. Most of the people who most of the people who paid that membership this year alone, you mean contribute to FOB is more than $100. Dolby is more than $200. Dolby is more than £100, £200, right? Because of the initially, you know, contributed that membership fee means they've committed themselves to the cause of FOB.
But
right? Here is the thing, worker. Here is the thing, worker. We all have Basse at heart. If you have Basse at heart, huh? Another jarele na pengo fenel $100, $200, $300, right? Another jarele pengo bela because ntolbe pengo fen laptop pengo fen create la Basse ni molta da Basse o milo Basse mo bele be na fa munafala atakela mo kilim na phone. So if you put $200, $300, you know, after your initial membership fee, that's very good because the money where the money is going will benefit the entire Basse.
But Suleiman, what do you have to say to that?
Well, Alaji, again, that was a very, very good question, and it is one of the I'll tell you one of the biggest topic I've been discussing since I became the Secretary General of this association. Many friends of Basse, like members, would call me personally and talk about, hey, what do you guys think, man? Let's raise the membership fee. Let's raise the membership fee. And again, it's true, we would love to raise the membership fee, but the members have to agree to raising it. However, here is the thing, Alaji. Right now, if you look into Friends of Basse, we have over 180 something members. Out of that 180 something members, we have maybe half of that paid their membership fee for this year of 2020. So here comes to what Majidi was telling you. We go back to these same people, like a circle of people that always donate and donate and donate. It's true. It's very, very important that we, raise the membership fee, but we want people to be committed. We want people to, to come on board and pay their membership fee. We want people to know that that is the only source of income for FOB, because we don't do any other fundraisers unless if we do like an internal fundraiser. We don't FOB doesn't have any other mechanism of, like getting money externally other than just membership dues and membership donations. So
what do you say to the suggestion of sister again? 20 euro, $20 20 euro every month.
I'll really recommend, and I would say yes to increasing the membership fee. However, I wouldn't say go on monthly basis. I'll say if we would do like $100 membership fee payable in a year, like Majidi and them established what they call the FOB. Is it FOB Development Fund, Majidi? If I remember well, where
it was
okay.
I will say it here on the record. I was pissed off the way the marketing went, because I can remember when Majidi called me one fine evening. I was discussing with him. He told me the objective of the money. I was so eager to start. I started, but when this discussion start in Basse, I just pull off. I did not pay any more that money. I withdraw my commitment to it, because when Majidi gave me the objective, I was so eager to do it, because Majidi make me feel that we are giving back to the community. But after then, I noticed, I have the feeling that if I give, they are just, people don't want people to contribute, to the community. That's why I withdraw my commitment to that money. After then,
Let me just make a clarification here. I want to start that money. Our intention was to support the development projects in Basse, especially the mosques. You understand? We were not able to do the things at the mosque, but that money, we did not use all that money. We used part of it to finish the Eid and the Kober, although we had some GoFundMe and other fundraisers we did. But that money, we kept it until when we handed over. So I think there's a misconception. People think we use the money for something else. No, that money is not being used. We handed over the part of that money. But understand. But the thing is, we cannot look at Abubakar. This is also, we need to understand this. We will not always get it our way in an organization. That's very important, especially if you are working with a diverse community like Basse. Sandari nane hudun dauda nene gale windi. If the biggest problem we think Basse is a homogeneous community. Basse is not homogeneous. Basse is very different. So we have to be, as much as we are in this, we have to be very accommodative of other people. So it's just a challenge that we faced, and we learn from it. And Friends of Basse is stronger based on what we learned. And everybody appreciated the way things went. Things ended up happening. I understand. For me, I encourage people now still, Kalamar interest of this, let us continue doing it.
Here is the burning question going on. I saw a comment from from a website, a page on Facebook. The person I know from where I know the admin of that page, and I personally believe that person is part of FOB, even on the.
Let me clarify. It's not part of FOB. That person was his finance and foreign chairperson of FOB, the last executive.
Yes.
So I don't know the objective of that question. And Friends of Basse, there's nothing hidden. Everything that we discuss is in the page, and he's a part of that page. And if anybody have a question, please reach out to Hassan as the president or Suleiman as the secretary general, rather than going to Facebook and posting like ambiguous questions. That doesn't make it.
Here is my question. Here is my question to you people. Is it an obligation to the public that FOB have to come to public about their fundraising and about their funds and about the money that they have in account? Is that on the Constitution? I don't know everything about the Constitution.
I will not say it's an obligation, but Friends of Basse has been very transparent from the beginning. Almost every other meeting, somebody will go to the account and tell us how much is in our account in the US. Philly will tell us how much is in our account in Gambia. Any project we implement, you can go to our WhatsApp page. All the receipts are posted in there. So that one we are very proud of. Any money
Hassan, Suleiman, Hassan Joniari, what do you have to say?
What time will it start?
Alaji, all I have to tell you is Friends of Basse is a very, very transparent organization, and it has been and it will be. Anybody that really wants to know how much is in the coffers of FOB, and we just discussed how FOB generates funds and where those FOB funds goes, should belong. FOB is not like a government agency that is mandated to publicize its monetary activities. However, if you are a member of FOB, you know, in August, we held a meeting and we reported how much monies are within FOB and FOB coffers. And that is in our meeting minutes. Whoever have questions, please come on board, be a part of FOB, and your questions will be answered when it comes to finances, because any member of FOB, active member, knows how much is in FOB, because we just disclosed it like in August. We had a meeting and it was disclosed there. So in the Constitution, I don't remember top of my head, but I'll tell you that FOB executive is answerable to its members 100%. So we would answer to the members if they call for a statement of balances. We will provide it to the members of FOB at the FOB forum. But if somebody out there calls for FOB to, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Finish, Suleiman. Finish what you are saying.
So that's what I was saying. I was saying that, like if anybody have any questions, please come on to FOB, be a member, and you'll see how transparent FOB is. That's all I was going to add to that.
Hassan Jaite, thank you, Suleiman Jaite.
Thank you.
That post was directed to you, the president.
Yes, thank you, Suleiman.
How do you see that?
Thank you, Suleiman, and thank you, Majidi, for definitely, clarifying that portion, and if this guy is really a member, which I really don't know who this guy is, but if he's a member and he must have seen all our activities and he knows how to reach out to the executives, right? He could have invited me to his platform and we'll have an open conversation and he will ask me anything he wants to ask me about FOB, because our projects, our administration is not secret, right? Because we are the ones who are putting money in FOB, right? Mm-hmm. It is our money. It's not like we're getting external funding from any organization or any other. No, this is our own money that we are putting. So we don't owe obligation to anybody, to be honest. The only thing we are doing, we want to be transparent, to tell people that, you know, we are doing this A, B, and C, and this is how we funding it, and this is how we getting our money. That's all. If we were getting money from subvention from government or subvention from any other NGOs, then we owe it to the public, you know, to tell them, you know, A, B, and C. But this is our own money, members of FOB, you know, so that we want to make that clear. But if the gentleman want to know more about FOB, he can engage us, and we will have open discussion with him. And as if he call himself like We Love Basse, of which I think that is what his platform is called, you know, I love Basse or We Love Basse. You know, if he really loves Basse and he doesn't want to grow a seed of discord, then he should refrain himself from the way he word, or the way he attack people, or the way he attack organizations, because that thing he put on Facebook, it seems as if he had something about FOB, or if FOB is engaging into some dubious activities. So that in itself, you know, is wrong. You know,
this is one of my friend who read the post. He said, Boubacar, he said, I think the admin of this page, he follows you. He saw that you post a program about having a conversation with the FOB executive. He decided to make Luindewa boss. You know, all of you Luindewa boss, to make like a highlights that to create.
Yeah,
like,
that is what I believe.
Somebody said that to me. This is what one of our friends said to me. But
yeah, I believe that.
I also think that person is part of an active member, was an active member of FOB. But gentlemen, we already talked almost 2 hours, 4 minutes before we reach 2 hours. So I will thank you people for having this time. I don't want to go that long with you. I know maybe because we are talking about Basse, we could talk here till tomorrow. You may forget about your programs, and because we are talking about home, it's very nice. But I will try. We stop the program here. Maybe one day I will get one of you or all of you again. We talk more. Majidi me andi be mumako demo because andi osusare. So kono no problem. Asan.
No, Majidi walima message Mauro. Majidi ko phone ma ko mai.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that is then me do onon kadi fundi mondi maide. It's good.
Ayari mimi imuno ko charge mi yani.
Okay. So I will thank you. You might laptop on one what they use. So I will thank you people very much for taking time to come and we have the conversation, because I believe we have to start talking, opening up before we spread rumors. You know, 3 weeks ago we had this conversation. I say we have to start talking. You see people spreading rumors. I personally, I will never go on Facebook to write anything about I am not sure about. I will not try to. I prefer to do it like this. We have to start talking. We have to talk about issues, matters. So, gentlemen, what do you have to close our conversation today?
Mr. President, go.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you very much, Boubacar, you know, for inviting us, you know, and then yeah, abaraka bake, you know, because ning sifa leka, you know, kujama wulu, you know, sato kono, because having, you know, different minds talking about, you know, your community, you know, be minke kan su FOB be minke kan ani FOB lafta minkela ani ni milka engage, you know, wo ku marim balti pour mol ngo fo moli ani panan not only FOB but basse fon sato be nyami ani anyanta tamala nyami anabe min mol min bulu, you know, ani milke fan kumandi ko non dollem basse la nyaaton kolti nyanta ko be discuss le nga make so ko, you know, mo fe ngo fe kan ya landi kuke pour nite pota je isi legacy tuje mi alon ko, you know, your kids idingol, they will be proud tomorrow ka fo ko, you know, famale nyingi yaje be pare fanan tol jama bi jang nga hammo so le pour at least ka retire basse malafi nga si fo nga 70 so 80 nga na mira pour ka ta basse just to live few more years ye fa wula yeah, someone box out of Basse. No, this is not what we want. We want to go there and live a comfortable life. But before we get there, we want to make sure Basse itself is comfortable. Basse started from a comfortable linga fango. You know, nim Basse mo moti be. If Basse was a person today, you know, Basse nyininka, how are you? What would the response be? Would Basse as a person, will he be comfortable? No, because abalo be alhalo be dunde nyoko.
Wara
So
Basse keta mumoti ni Basse mumoti ni kumo aketa mumoti. Ateti
akebe
amuno.
mune okay because dia uno because iba ya da be sin. So what you know, but Abarka Bake, you know, Suleiman Abarka Bake, you know, because you know 2 heads is better than 1, and in this case, you know, 3 heads are better than 1. So Bika Mungamin Kakajang, you know, Alhamdulillah, you know, they were very fruitful, and the bigger intention cleaners of the Wolong Kapase Samba Jato. And I believe Komanga Fengofeng Kachajang be, you know, at the Mol Nafala de Sama, and the model for the Kudol Pikla Jeremia, you know, maybe we are just human. Once you kasidala, you know, that was not the intention. The intention is just to speak the truth about Basse and in friends of Basse. So na biberal fanang milbe mo jiwe kan fanang ngal tentu ngal jay alala watol bula, you are with us all this time, and I'll be alnim tol ngani yakili na so wolon Basse. We all see in Basse. So Bafulale, thank you very much. Allah baraka.
Mr. Jallo.
Hi, Mr. Hassan. Noari mo sirigo, Noari. Angatu ogana ke digame nya o masara kule handen ko. Kendi o mabase a represent. Ogana base represent su mauna sara kule hande hako. So kenga ni ke hati nduguna di sara kule handenga, you know, osompu nda hakuni, you know, hayampo maha ora digame sunya kule do malinke do English nya nohondi. Harisa, you know, kona haku respect kini hakui ona salam kule hande habo, because FOB ni organization dinka nyai. Our FOB khibare dangi, you know, baseng na ime. Our URL mumeadi. So Kenya inti khona lo na FOB khibare ko haku danga. Oni FOB khabari nya khachana awa FOB da gulu gabe nya dabari o base do base karan hon awa kum golu no hay kunya koni sorondanga ko khana famu FOB ga mania o mare mosara kule hasuwa, you know, welcome kata FOB osunaldi ona kahumedi ona base do base, you know, debe nun dengi kane mo be on jara mo je no se yehi do en halan saran kuler ning hara en toni so
no Suleiman wadi ma respect for speaking. Modi Majidi arti onu why not da ko what do you have to why no sikano be mo ma de ma kono be ni ko dumani ni ko telephone ma mo ay konu fala what do you have to add to tell our brothers and sisters why ni tawol ay be de dimo kadi boy ay Suleiman bay kuma ko ida mo sef kon Asan
joni kay
ay ko ma
mi ganto to mi ya on wonde ma alaji a jarama moƴƴa, you know, pour addugol, you know, all, you know, platform wargol me invite to clear out the air, because honestly min tige mi, you know, article mo sakitire yewde fi mudum dolen about that question about FOBs, you know, monies and all that stuff. It's very important pour net ara do wada façon ɗi yewtereji. It's about time yewten fi Basse ndare hono wate wallirde Basse, and then for what they contribute individually in our own corners. It's very, very important for us to come together also under one big umbrella and help our own town. On that note, I'll thank you, Alaji, very, very, you know, so very much, you know, for all this, you know, program, and, you know, also listeners, you know, thank much. Comments are very, very important. The questions are noted. Some of these questions may want what they answered or then in our subsequent maybe conversations. We'll try to go through some of your questions as part of our conversation.
If you people agree, one after I will try once when you all free. Nandi asan ang angka di business on foot season on foot kono maybe when you are free, we will talk about it. I will talk to both of you, maybe 2 of you or 3 of you, because Majidi, maybe then we will bring Dauda on. Dauda, we will bring Dauda on, and maybe one or the other people. Then we talk more, and Milando to Dauda, while halu the more projects the morning, kun what long intent, and how do you make your call of Basarians from Koina to Bagadaji, so that we can be able to help our people, because when together we can move on, we can do a lot, what you believe. So me now thank you kono what to thank, because kono achi time di modu what don't answer to my call to come to talk to the people. So it's good to talk to you. We be eden tung en yewta lay kono se yewt en adani yewtere men yasi himbe be ngandata te himbe ko annie mengo be andata sitay ko annie go to jogi den en wawata gollude mabbe andi ni mol malon ko ngam ngani o kilinne soto ni yafo comme asan ye fen fo alafta men kela ite fana yafo nte fana ngafo maybe modo be sirim basse fan a sulata men wobentel de bulu pour ay fenke membe mol be nafala basse bari ni mafo ni man kacha ni man diamo comme yele comme ten wo mari be sila basse ana la miro ntel be sila jang Europe jang ninna miro aninna facilities na molte de maro sotola just take an example, need say any man as a consult no. Those people will be going round just to bring those materials to our people. So we have to start talking, and we have to start opening up honest discussions. Thank you all, brothers. I wish you all good night. Greetings to your spouse. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you very much, brothers.
Thank you.
Ciao, 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 ciao. Okay, brothers and sisters, that was the promise I had with you to bring up the Basarians, this FOB groups here, to talk to them. Okay, and then I talk to these people all the time. When I want to know something, I call them, or if they want to know something from me, they call me, because all these 3 people I bring on board here, they are my friends, they are my childhood friends, and still we are in touch. So, but until more fun, we have to be starting to have the conversation, because niaje come a rumor like going on Facebook. People, you are asking questions on Facebook that you could ask directly to people. That is not honesty. People now they prefer coming to these platforms like Facebook to make noise, whilst they could effect more changes. They could have their answers directly to the people. Comte, I call these people, I write them, I told them, I want to talk to you people. This person who is writing, if you are writing something about anybody in Basse or in your community, yemo nying long. I will give you an incident here. There was a time this brother write about one of our brother in Basse. Something that he did not consult that brother, a brother of him. That brother, I don't have direct contact with that brother. But in ning sulata wo kotoker. Ngamo long Basse, me along ko ninga kumande, ninga fay ko nko lafta ning kotoke. I want to talk to this kotoke. That person will affect that. Because wo kotoke en lon ntenga long. So barinte te sila jang, ntena la ning social media to. Ka Basse ko diamu comme safe, on just to keep on writing so that people will come and like my page, what I'm writing. Me, I am not into all those things. I prefer to consult you, to talk to you. So this is the best thing. We have to start to talk. We have to open the conversations and not rumors. Stop spreading rumors. Rumors will not take anybody anywhere. And people using political gains to bring confusions into communities, or making claims or trying to advocate for things on political grounds, it is not profitable to anybody. Because yes, I accept people campaigning for justice or for a community, but you cannot base on political, because if let's say what you need from the commissioner. The commissioner is a politician. What you need from the politician, the commissioner. You want the commissioner to do something, and he knows I am doing. You. Even though when I say, like I say to brother Seni, brother Danso, you know, I say to him, you have to clean the roads in Basse, you know, you people of this party or these people of this party, I'm basing it on politics. Even when brother Seni, this brother Fode Daniel want to do it, maybe he will be doing it in political side. He will be forgetting that he is forced Basarian or he's representing Basse, So it is not just to the people, to the poor people, to be misled by politics. We have to be advocating honestly. You can be a politician. I am a politician. I do politics. I follow politics. Not in the Gambia, in Belgium here. But I don't advocate politics just to make gains, like to make points. I don't do that. I will not come on the media here to ask questions to somebody that I can call directly to make like this person who write on I don't know I love Basse. Because I know the person who invite you to like that page, you invite me to like the page, you have something to do with that. Because by now, most of you people listening to me, you got an invitation from me to like my second profile of Facebook. I have that profile since 2011. I created that second profile in 2011. It was called Hirde Fuladu. Maybe I was the first Basarian who created that page to be talking about Basse. I created that on 2011, long time ago. But when people started writing, when Friends of Basse have a page, they were when Friends of Basse open a website, they have a website by then. I noticed they have this website, and the website was writing more about Basse. I stopped using that page. I stopped writing about Basse or posting about Basse because I see it will be double standard, because if somebody is doing the same thing I am doing and they have a website and I only have a page on Facebook, so I will not be, it will. I felt then by then it was called Hirde Fuladu. Maybe some of you know it by then. It was called Hirde Fuladu, but now I put it like Bubakar Gobijo. I just by then I don't wanted it to be double standard. That's why I stopped it. We have to stop the rumors and we have to stop advocating, putting it on political basis. If you have to advocate for your community, advocate directly and honestly. That's all I have. Maybe I will not be playing music now. It is late. I will thank everybody. I mbalbe nimbara mol menye ni video ni jube ani mol be benaka jube fanan kala hedido wono hedido discussion amen mo hedido. It's good. Thank you very much that you are here. And if you happen to listen to this again, I hope so that you will learn a lot from it and it will inspire you. Thank you, everybody, brothers and sisters. Let us have a good night. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.